Hey everybody, back again. What remains of Edith Finch? Let's find out. So I think we're in Edie's room, if I remember correctly. This game has sucked me in.
Her room was like a museum.
So that's probably going to trigger something. So let's just hang on.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't. Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Look at the shag carpet. Yeah. Edie was groovy as fuck.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
You think? Oh, a key. Alright, let's... Before we do that key... There's a book over here. Could it be a diary? Odin. Or no, it's not a book. It's one of those viewfinders. Odin, 1880 to 1937.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune. And misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
Damn.
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house. Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Alright, so let's go over to this book with the key in it. In the beautiful pink bathroom. I mean, I'm going to redecorate. I need this in my house. Ha! There's a secret in this bathroom by Sven and Edie Finch.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard.
Wait.
It's hidden in this book.
Ah. Cool. A dark room?
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Yeah, it's a dark room. Look at all this stuff. Fort Calvin.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin, and that he never talked about him.
This game is so voyeuristic. It's like learning about the weird family that lives down the street.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Calvin. 1980 or no, 1950 to 1981 or 1961. Sorry.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
We're on a swing. Oh,
My
I
brother
see.
said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore he'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly. But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Alvin, I'm not going to tell you again.
Or maybe if the wind hadn't picked up.
Oh! He's trying to loop the loop.
Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Oh!
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Whoa.
Calvin's story felt
It's Calvin.
strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing. After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
What's up here?
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Wow. Here's something. Crazy.
The
was this
passages were a
drawing?
pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
It's all children.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star. I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
After what? Look at it, it's sealed shut. The same foam stuff. I can see my feet.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been.
Jesus.
But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box.
Oh, I'm playing the comic book now.
And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
God, this is great. I'm in... Do you hear the music? Halloween.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Haha. Knock over the cans. Yeah. This is brilliant.
is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
There's a table saw. This is so crazy. Whoa.
Rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him out. But she had something to remember him by.
Barb,
Crutch.
have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
God, I love the music. That's so great that they're playing Halloween music. Walter. What the fuck?
Walter, are you there? Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara
What?
turned, saw the hookman, and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
Wow. I did that.
He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Yeah, there is. Through here.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
Molly's room. Can we go out this way?
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned.
Bam. Oh, he slipped on the thing. Whoa!
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Well, yeah, the monster always gets back up. Come at me, bro. I got a crutch. He's gonna be gone. Yep.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Doorbell.
Someone at the door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh, what?
Oh dear.
Oh dear. What?
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life.
What?
I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all
Damn it, Walter.
really hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
What?
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Wah, wah. Huh.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
$1944 or 1960. Good old Barbara. Man, that was pretty cool. Happy birthday, Barbara.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Yeah, because now we know how to get in the basement.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Well, now I want to go in the basement. Let's see if we can get that key. Yep. I mean, is this game creeping anyone else out besides me? It's creepy, right? Sven's workshop.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot. I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe
Fridge.
she was hiding presents. It turned out she was
Oh.
hiding a lot more than that.
What was she hiding? I'll tell you what. That's a pretty good cliffhanger, don't you think? I know I want to know what happens next. Man, this game. So cool. What a great way to tell a story through an old-time comic book. And you're controlling the characters in the panels. Man. It seems like every room is going to be different. Have like a different way to play it, I guess, to unravel the story. I mean, the game isn't telling me what controls to use or anything like that. I'm having to figure it out as I go, which is, I guess, part of the puzzle. It's just great. The story is intriguing. I want to keep going. But we can't look at what Edie was hiding until next time. So if you liked the video, consider giving it a thumbs up. And if you want to get notified when the next episode of this playthrough or any of my other videos gets posted, please go ahead and click the subscribe button. It would mean a lot and it helps the channel grow. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and as always, we'll see you next time.